Hey, Kimberly Olson here, also known as the Gold Digger Girl, coming in for another episode of Hashtag Get Lit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. For today's episode, I'm so excited because I'm going to be unveiling a brand new app. Depending on when you watch this, it is growing like wildfire. The really cool thing is you can be a part of it and come in at the beginning, which is key to growing and following on social media. And we don't really get these opportunities very often. So stay tuned for a thorough tutorial on the brand new Threads app. Okay, so now we're going to take a look right inside of the apps. So as of right now, you're going to be only going on mobile with this, and that's usually how people are going to use it anyways. So go ahead and type in Threads and Instagram app, or if you actually follow me at the Gold Digger Girl, you can click through right on my profile to be able to get your own account. It's actually integrated with Instagram. So when you click the Threads app, what it's actually going to do is sync up to your Instagram account and use that login. And the really cool feature is that it can pull your bio, all of that from Instagram, and don't skip this step. You have the opportunity to follow the same people that you follow on Instagram on Threads. So as those people come onto the platform, they'll be notified that you are following them. And it's a really good way to build up your profile. So I just got on there today and I'm already over 1,000 followers. Okay. So I highly recommend that step. And if you want to just build out something new, you can create a separate account as well. It doesn't have to be synced up to your Instagram account. Okay. So if you just come to my profile, this is what it looks like, just like Instagram, if you follow me at the Gold Digger Girl. And then it's going to show your feed here. So if somebody clicks on your profile and they want to see what you've been posting, again, I just got on here today, you can kind of see what that looks like. Okay. So I'll show you a couple of things. After you do a post, at the bottom on your post, people can like it, they can reply, they can repost it, which is what the arrows are, or they can send it in a DM. So if people reply, you'll get notified. I'm also going to keep my notifications on for this app while I'm doing this training, so you can see the activity that I'm already experiencing. And I have almost 48,000 followers on Instagram, and I don't get this kind of activity. Well, maybe I do. I'd have to compare apples to apples. My point is, it's a very active platform right now, which is really exciting. And it's mimicking Twitter is basically the idea behind it. But Twitter's been around since forever. So those of us that haven't really used Twitter very much, this is a way for us to experience that, but really create a nice, close, organic audience that's seeing your content. Okay. So people can reply, they can like it. If they reply, you can come here and click on your post, and then you can actually like other people's comments. And then I can comment and it's going to have me reply to that person. So same, so exciting. And I think I already replied to her, but maybe it's not showing up. So I'll just say yes. And now see the line there from I'm Kara Scott with a little loop. That's showing me that I replied to her. Okay. So you can see people who are commenting on mine. And then you can go back. All right, on the bottom left-hand corner, you see the home screen. This is going to be your feed. Now, this is what I will tell you. From what I understand, it is not just putting people you follow in the feed, from what I understand. I could be wrong on that. So actually, let me just check really quick. Let's see, I'm following her. So let's go down a little bit. Okay, maybe it is people you're following. Since I followed everybody that I follow on Instagram when I logged in, those that are on here, they're showing up in my feed. So I could be wrong on that. My guess is they will be putting people in your feed, just like Reels, that are not people that you follow back, okay? All right, so this is what I will tell you. Some people, how do I put this? If you see people that are maybe negative, I've seen people kind of complaining because it's just a different outlet for communication. You can just go ahead and unfollow them. You will not be unfollowing them on Instagram. So let's just say Jana O Media. Maybe I don't like how she's posting on here. It's just, I don't want to see it. I can unfollow her on the Threads app and I'll still be following her on Instagram. Okay. So it really is a separate app, but it's cool to be able to kind of sync things up as well. Okay. So you can see the feed here. If you like something, you want to comment. The thing I really like is, for example, somebody that is a big influencer in my space, that, normally has a gazillion comments. And like, if I comment on their stuff on Instagram, they're not even going to ever notice me or see me, which is fine. But I was able to comment and be like one of 5 that commented. So again, it's just growing really quickly. Okay. So you can kind of see the feed now. Right here, you can search for people. Right here, you can create a post. So you can attach a picture. You can attach a video. I think it's up to 5 minutes for the video. You can type up to 500 characters as of now. You can put links in here and it'll actually populate the link. Okay, so let me show you mine. I am doing a training on this right now. And so when I put that link in here, it populated that thumbnail. So it's just going to grab a little snippet of the thumbnail. So just watch that, because I have seen a few of those posts and it grabs just a piece of the thumbnail. And it doesn't exactly look amazing. So you might want to check that. So when you go to do that post, you can put a picture, and I'm going to give you some context on what kind of content to post in a minute, but you can attach a photo and you can attach maybe a reel that you did. So there's apps out there like the Repost app that you can use to take a reel, put it on your phone, reload it back up, and even copy the caption. So you can repurpose some content in here. It doesn't have to be all new content, but I will tell you the way that I'm noticing people are using it and what I would recommend not doing. Okay. And then hearts, this is going to be your activity. So you've got all, replies, mentions where you've been mentioned, and verified. Verified's not a big deal. It's just people who are verified, such as myself, but all is your news feed, or this is your notifications feed. Okay. So you can easily see who's saying what, people, asking questions or whatnot. So what I wouldn't do is, some people are using it just for really a lot of self-promotion, such as, here's my blog post, and I'll be putting that kind of stuff on here too, but here's my blog post, here's my podcast, here's an article I wrote. It's kind of like LinkedIn. I feel like some people are using it that way. And what I recommend doing is sharing more of what's going on throughout your day. And it can definitely be, no thanks. So it can definitely, this is a great example of her. She's just at home, little selfie showing what she's doing. I definitely think that that's a way that people are going to be using it, is in real time. Okay. So let me give you some tips on the type of content to share. And this is something that you can implement in stories as well. I've done trainings on this, which can be really helpful. So what you want to think about is definitely the stuff going on the day-to-day, right? Like, what's the behind the scenes stuff? What are the things that are happening in your day-to-day? So for example, I was just doing car shopping, and I just did a post about how, the guy asked me how I was going to finance it. It was like 60,000. And I just said I was going to pay cash. And he was like, what do you do again? And so that's just a fun thing in the moment that was happening. You could do a selfie. You could show, a video of your feet walking. You could have a picture of your water cup on your desk. You could have a flat lay where you're showing your desk. It can be content you've already created. It can be whatever. Okay. But think of it as like in the moment, real time, chatty. You've got a friend. I wouldn't do as much curated content as you might do for, say, LinkedIn. I think it needs to have that personal piece to it as well. Okay. But you're still going to lead with value. So let me give you some different tips. I've got 8 different ideas I'll give you really quickly for types of content to put in Threads. And Threads is constant. That's what Twitter is. It's constant. So you might find that you love this app. I'm seeing people being a little more themselves and not so polished. So it's kind of cool. It might work really well for you. You might love the format. You don't like to go live. You don't like Facebook groups, and this might be your jam. Okay. So play with it and find out. But what I would remind yourself of, it's a feed, right? So the more you can pop up in there, at the most, I would probably do like 8 a day. So maybe it's 1 hour during the workday. As of now, you can't schedule on here, but I'm sure eventually you'll be able to. Okay, here's my 8. I'm going to give these really quickly. First example of a thread type of post to do is inspire to action. So something inspiring. I put a quote in here with a pocket coaching, which was a 2-minute audio clip that I put in Google Drive, and I added it to my post. I had a graphic and then the audio clip. People could listen to me giving some encouragement that went with that graphic. That's inspiring, right? People listen to that, they're like, oh, Kimberly is making my day better. Okay. Creating curiosity. So curiosity would be something about your product, your business opportunity. It's the same things that you've been taught to do if you followed me at all. We always want to create curiosity. We want people to go, ooh, what's this all about? create curiosity. Okay. So you can do that once a day. Make sure you're promoting the things that you have. Like, we want people to know they can do business with you, but you do it with curiosity. You don't just drop sales and products and all that. Create curiosity. Okay. And actually, I didn't even look into the DMing yet. Let me check really quick. Can you DM people? Okay. Here's this person. I think you can DM them through Instagram, because this, I clicked on a girl's thing and it has her Instagram icon at the top. So I don't think you can DM throughout the Threads app yet. I think it goes through Instagram. Okay. I could be wrong. We'll find out more about that. Creating curiosity. Third one is engage your followers. So engaging fun things, right? I'm about to go head to the kitchen again. I got another, a cold cup of coffee. Who wants to guess how many hours I've been drinking this one cup of coffee? Okay, it's engaging, just fun. The next one is educate with authority. So this might be a podcast, a blog post, a Facebook Live you did. If it's on your personal profile on Facebook, not in a group, you can share it right over there. You can share the link to it and people can go watch it. Okay, so some kind of credibility in your field, showing you know what the heck you're talking about, right? In the life of an influencer. So this is that day-to-day we talked about, showing them what you're doing. Selfies, some kind of selfie. I would like to see you once a day, whether it's a selfie you already have or one you take in the moment, once a day. People need to see your face, in my opinion. Also, the art of promotion. So what's something coming up that you can invite people to? I have, honestly, I'm not even kidding. I think I have 7 things right now that I can invite you to. Okay. And so if you're like, it works. Okay. You always want to have things you can invite people to. So if you don't have stuff in the books, such as an event, a conversion event, a free challenge, a workshop, you got to get something on the books and you're going to promote that. Okay. And then the best of, what's the best thing that happened today? Kind of round out your day of like, man, this was a win today. This is what I'm most grateful for. What about you? I'm really excited about tomorrow, like something fun to kind of wrap up the day. Okay. So that's a little over our normal length of time, but I really wanted to get this training in your hands so you can get on the app. Just like Reels, you were resistant to Reels, admit it. And you're like, oh, I'm not going to do Reels. And now we know it's pretty much essential for our businesses, right? Short form video. This is absolutely another tool where your audience is hanging out. So get on there, get comfortable with it. Don't be afraid and see what happens. Okay. If this was helpful, make sure you click the button to subscribe, and you can always take a picture of you watching this and share it in your stories and tag me at the Gold Digger Girl, and I'll give you a shout out. And don't forget, I'll put the link below. Follow me on Threads. Okay. Follow me and just say, hey, Kimberly, I saw your YouTube training. I would be really excited to follow you back as well. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, get with your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you soon.